Welcome to Leading in Luxury, the podcast where we dive deep into the strategies and stories shaping the boutique and luxury hospitality industry. I'm your host, Daniel Renna. For those of you just joining us, we are DMR AI Hospitality Solutions, and we specialize in helping the boutique and luxury hospitality industry scale their revenue and profitability by acquiring new clients. We believe in leveraging cutting-edge technology to enhance, not replace, the human element of hospitality. Today, we have a truly inspiring guest, Aine Finnegan. Aine is the general manager of Room 2 Hometels in Belfast, Northern Ireland, a brand that is redefining luxury hospitality with its unique Hometel concept and an unwavering commitment to sustainability, people, place, and planet. With over 20 years in the industry, Aine brings a wealth of experience from traditional hotels to opening a large, innovative property. She's a passionate advocate for personality-driven service and creating a genuine home away from home for guests. Aine, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Your journey in hospitality from your early days to becoming the general manager of Room 2 in Belfast is clearly driven by passion. Can you start by telling us about the Hometel concept at Room 2, what makes it unique, and how its ethos of sustainability and personalized service sets it apart in the luxury market?
Yes, absolutely. We fall under the Lamington umbrella, and the Room 2 concept was created. It was in 2015 in Belfast. We opened it in 2023, and we kind of see ourselves as a hybrid service department, B&B, and hotel. We really live sort of a core idea of ours is, this is a place to live, not just to stay. So our property are. You have the best sort of those Airbnbs, you can cook in your bedroom. We have in-house laundry facilities. You can essentially live here full time. But then downstairs we have, the best of hotels. So, good food menu, great cocktails, live music. So we've kind of brought the two worlds and
That's a really fascinating concept. I really, really like that. It's truly blending the best of hotel services with the comfort and flexibility of apartment living. Your commitment to sustainability, from repurposed
absolutely.
furniture to carpets made from fishing nets, I remember you telling me, is also pretty powerful. Room 2 in Belfast, with its 175 bedrooms, has achieved its impressive 85% occupancy rate, even reaching 60% in a typically slow month like January. What are the key strategies you employ to attract and retain guests in a competitive market like Belfast, especially for a relatively new property? How do you leverage your unique Hometel offering and strong sustainability ethos to drive bookings and build a loyal customer base?
We kind of like to do things a bit different here. We're very sort of far away from corporate as you can be. We think a lot of it is down to like the staff. So we're very much, first of all, design led. Our property is absolutely beautiful, from like the real plants around, the whole building, and the bright colours, as you mentioned, like our carpets on the bedroom corridors are made out of fishing nets. So everything's kind of been repurposed and reused for design, which just proves like sustainability, doesn't have to be sort of blah. It can be absolutely beautiful. But another great asset for us and for me is the team here. The team really buy into that. It's your home away from home, and it's the experience that they give for everyone coming in. They treat it as if they're welcoming our guests into their own home. So that's one of the standouts, definitely, for me as the general manager.
Well, that's an incredible achievement. It's clear your team's personality and the genuine warmth you foster are essential to your success. You also shared your aspiration to become an openings manager for Room 2, helping to launch new properties across the UK and Ireland. Opening a new hotel, especially one with a unique concept like Hometel and a strong sustainability focus, presents significant challenges, from dealing with contractors to building a new team. What are the most critical elements you prioritize when bringing a new property online, ensuring that the Room 2 brand ethos and high service standards are seamlessly integrated from day one, and that the team embodies that personality you value so highly?
Yeah, it was a bit of a journey. When I joined the company in 2023, I was part of the initial opening, and along with Michelle Thomas, who was the openings manager at the time. It was interesting. Let's say it was my first sort of role as an assistant general manager. So I was not only new to the role, but then also new to opening the building. So there was a lot of guidance taken from Michelle on how you deal with contractors. I think probably the most important thing is to be sort of level-headed. There's deadlines and, health and safeties to get signed off and everything you can think of. So I think the most important thing is to try and remain sort of level-headed. Do your to-do list, ticking things off as and when you go ahead. For me, I'm obviously took over now once Michelle had gone on to her next role as general manager within the year. So for me, there was two things I always wanted in my career. One, I always wanted to be part of a news opening because I don't think you're ever going to feel pressure like that. And I always wanted to make general manager before I turned 40. So they were two things that I managed to tick off in the last 3 years. So I was very happy with that.
Also, it's very cool. And that's also a powerful approach, Anya, prioritizing personality and ensuring that the team lives and breathes the brand from the outset. You've clearly identified that the human element is irreplaceable in creating that feeling of luxury. So, looking ahead, as Room 2 Hometels plans to expand to 5,000 keys across the UK and Ireland by 2030, what are the biggest challenges you foresee in maintaining brand consistency and the unique home away from home experience across such a large and geographically dispersed portfolio? And how do you plan to leverage technology, if at all,
Yeah, I
to
think,
support this rapid expansion while ensuring that the core values of sustainability and personalized, personality driven service remain at the forefront?
yeah. So I think probably the main thing is I think also the hospitality sector, plays a massive part in every country. So that's probably one of the biggest factors facing, as we continue to grow, those costs will grow as well. I did mention you to before, I think hospitality, it has to be in the blood. It's one of those industries where you really have to live and breathe it. So as we grow as well, you want to find people like-minded like that. COVID, trying to get people back into it because a lot of people left the industry.
That's key. I'm wondering, how do you recruit people then? As the general manager, what are your strategies that you use to recruit the right people to keep the brand alive, as it were, to keep it flourishing?
Yeah, there's two types of sort of recruitment. You can go but what's written down on a piece of paper or on a CV. But the second part, which we do brilliantly at Room 2 and at Lamington, is it's personality. So it's hospitality to people. Like, for example, my team, it's second nature. It comes to them, how they do things. It's in the blood. So while absolutely, a CV with lots of credentials on it and places, there has to be a personality behind it as well, right? So if you're going to check in and somebody at a front desk, you want the smile, you want, the welcome, hospitality, you have to enjoy doing it because you can't, you're people facing, right? So you have to enjoy it. And for me, when any of my senior management is interviewing, absolutely look at the experience, what people had. But I would also essentially take personality sometimes over, because you can teach. You can teach people how to check in. You can teach people how to make a bed. You can teach people how to make a cocktail. What you can't teach is the love for it. So the personality around that is very important to me.
Anya, your insights into sustainable luxury, brand expansion, the power of personality and hospitality are extremely valuable. You've painted a clear picture of the complexities and opportunities in scaling a values driven hotel concept. Now, looking at everything we've discussed, from building guest loyalty, opening new properties, to maintaining brand consistency during rapid expansion and leveraging a unique hometel concept, if you had a magic wand and could fix just one thing in the luxury and hospitality industry that would most significantly enable brands like Room 2 to scale their unique, values driven offerings while preserving their core ethos and delivering unparalleled guest experiences, what would that one thing be?
Well, that's a bit of a question. Oh God, I think you've caught me off guard here. What would I fix? For me, probably would be again sort of the support around the hospitality industry. Um, I think I know, as I said, rising costs and things like that. I do think certainly in Ireland and the UK, we need to kind of shout about it more. In Belfast, we have the University of Ulster, which is a hospitality school in it, and which I attended to myself. We need more things like that. We need to be getting the young people, the next generation, to come in and want to work in it. And we have, for me, the one would be that hospitality isn't this long hours, low pay kind of sector. So for me, if you could fix that and drive people who want to do it in, yeah, that's one of the main things I would do, because I don't think there's enough of the younger generation coming up. Certainly as a female general manager in Belfast, there's not a lot. Um,
Mhm.
hospitality was always seen as sort of a male dominant general manager. That's all changing now. So for me, it's driving sort of the generation below myself to come out and try it and grow and want to see more female general managers, want to see more females on the board of directors.
Okay. Well, Anya, this has been an absolutely captivating conversation. Your dedication to sustainable luxury and your passion for creating a genuine home away from home are truly inspiring. And thank you so much for joining us on Leading in Luxury.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, if you found Aine's insights as compelling as I did, be sure to subscribe to our channel and drop us a like. You can find out more about Room 2 Hometels and their innovative approach to hospitality in the description below. I'm Daniel Renna, and I'll see you next time.